Me. Texts my dad an important life update. Dad. I will tell you tomorrow. Me whole night. Hey Linnaeus, look under there. Underwear. Haha, I made you say underwear. Troglodytes, troglodytes. Me at 2 AM reading 353 comments of 2 people arguing. When you made plans when you were in a social mood and now it's time for the plans. The goal isn't goosey bags, it's acres of land. The girlies are turning into Genghis Khan. I prefer the real Spider-Man. I said the real Spider-Man. Perfection. I'll never forget the time a guy I knew got diagnosed with autism after having issues in his marriage and fighting with his wife. He went straight home after the diagnosis and told her, well looks like you can't be mad at me because I'm effing autistic, you mean B. I couldn't find the oven mitts. Are you stupid? It's going to burn right through. It did. Call the amber lamps. You. Message yourself. Mark, I know you're reading this. I really need a job, man. Which option is better? $70,000, $700,000 in pennies. $700,000 in pennies equals $7,000. What does pink crayons taste like? When your boss sees you happy at work, I must break you. I refuse to believe this is Chris's mum. Bro, it took Sonic fans 3 decades to simp over the actual humans in this franchise. Sonic, Chris, mom. Has anyone ever licked you to see if you're still good? No. Isn't that what testers are for? You should tell an adult. Trying to understand their point of view. They luck. I know everything. Forget riding your bike with no helmet. Growing up, the most dangerous thing you could do was touch the thermostat. Nothing more peaceful than a hammock by the lake. We should be able to call in healthy. I feel amazing today and I'm not wasting it at work. Getting into 2D art. Getting into 3D art. The person who stole my bike discovering the brakes don't work. So you're taking off your older games from the stores? Yes. And shutting down their servers? Yes. So there are no ways to play this game other than piracy. Makes sense to me. So can we pirate the game? You're damaging the industry, stop pirating. When you walk away from your computer but forgot you're wearing earphones. Me checking back on my post 8 hours later and realizing I'm the only one who saw it. Me missing my jobless life after getting a job. Teachers in 2050 trying to explain why the last 3 generations were boomers, Qmers and doomers. HIJKLMNOP. If you lacking on multiple times a week, something is wrong with you for real. You the dean of debeating, the warden, she the lack judge or something, acting like she wrote the embation mocklamation. Man. I know you're not my girlfriend and I know you chilled her skinwalker. The skinwalker reverts to its original form. When did you notice human? The man. He was joking. Huh. From HR. Yes, this survey is 100% anonymous. There's no way we can identify individuals. My manager the next day. Me. How old are you? Me. Americans have literally no banter. I don't know what country this is coming from, but we have probably beaten you in a war at some point. I'm American. Civil War. Math. Science. Wait. You are related. Beginning of somebody I used to know. Anxiety. Running 3 kilometers will increase your life by 20 minutes. But it takes 30 minutes. When I heard of panzels for the first time, this is what I had in mind. Hell yeah. How did you find your steak, sir? I just looked next to the potatoes and there it was. Today I'm not in a good mood. Even if you send me money, I'll send it right back. Try it and see, I'll send it back. Waiting for an immigrant to steal my job so I can finally sleep in. How I feel when I tap my earbuds to skip a song. Kids these days are out of control. Back in my day, kids would get together and would teach others how to play musical instruments like the bassoon. I'm sending you a voice message because, different topic, what I actually wanted to say. Sorry this got super long now. When you clean the toilet so nicely that the only piece of she left is your reflection. Me ruining my sleep schedule so I can have more alone time. I don't want to hear of another data breach unless it involves wiping out student loans. Free us. Y'all don't have a ton addiction until every single letter you type into the search bar autofills to ton. That seems like toxic positivity, to be honest. I felt emotionally safe to open up to you and now you're weaponizing my vulnerability against me. Okay, I don't know any of those words you just used. Need a professional way to say I do not care. Don't mention this to me again. Just finished up a 5-day social media hiatus and came to the conclusion that putting your phone down every once in a while and actually spending quality time with your loved ones is astronomically more shitty and annoying than just chilling by yourself and looking at online stuff. AI is taking our jobs. Hey guys, why are you all looking at me like that? Obscure crossover. ATM. Everyone else's summer, my summer. Long time no see, huh? Biz mother effer. Being lonely. Being alone. Karaoke is not about being a good singer, it's about letting prospective lovers know that you are an attention-seeking alcoholic. Me wanting to unsubscribe from Adobe. You'll be charged an early cancellation fee, $448.72. Adobe. Why am I single? Google wants to open front camera. How bro looks at me when he asks if I would take it 8 inches deep for enough money to feed generations and I say yes. There is so much going on here. The name, the crimes, a mugshot, Berry Larry Terry, and lawful possession of a wild raccoon no headlamp on bicycle. When someone unleashes a potent fart in the elevator. Rap in the 90s, rap now. I drink lean. Yup, slimmed him. Let's get it. I got a lot of money. Yeah, I got a new bee. Yup. Makes literally any decision. Life. Sorry mate, wrong path. Your 20s are going to be the best years of your life. My 20s. Second Great Depression or World War. Call it. Would have started saving money in kindergarten if I knew my life was like this. Romo, relief of missing out. Phobia, fear of being included. Me waiting for somebody to disagree with me so we can argue. Me, I have to start eating healthier. Me feeling even the slightest amount of stress. All children deserve parents, but not all parents deserve children. Until we meet again. Does nothing. Competition just keeps looting themselves in the foot. What is this business strategy called? Monopoly. Different grips. Easy, medium, hard. I present to you the Nothing's Getting Done Today 3000. Whoever came up with lefty loosey righty tighty absolutely cranked it out of the park on that one. When someone invites me out and I say I'll check my calendar, you'll just be lacking on today and you know it. Parents are like, you should be grateful I only traumatized you half as much as my parents did to me. Steam has just one North Korean user widely believed to be Kim Jong-un himself. The human body has 7 trillion nerves and some people manage to get on every single one of them. Making fun of a fat person at the gym is like making fun of a homeless person at a job fair. Until we meet again. When a kid says they want to be like you when they grow up, thanks but reconsider. Disgusting. 22-year-old New York school employee charged with a felony for allegedly sending a 14-year-old. In 7th grade I used to legit pray that my hot would take advantage of me. Grandfather banned from US holiday after accidentally ticking text box on visa form. I don't know why that question is on the form in the first place. Hey, do atheists go to hell? No. How about people who use their high beams on well-lit roads? Straight to hell. To the boiler room of hell. All the way down. The teacher reading my essay on racism. I didn't know it had to be against it. I think about this all the time. Bro, the president of 2085 probably watching Coco Melon right now. This looks like a very tense living situation. I F around, I find out. I don't F around, I find out. Kid gets possessed by demon. School nurse, ice. How Marlboro Reds look at me after a sip of beer. The sentence in my mind, literally the same sentence when I try to say it out loud. Got any fatherly advice for me? Buy shares and take loans against it, and enjoy tax-free life. Me realizing that the N in Cartoon Network is black. The terrible truth. Society has ruined society. Me clicks my pen nervously. The child who knows Morse codes and wonders why I want to rebuild the Soviet Union. Mamma mia. Me left swiping every hot person because I know they would do the same to me. Reject yourself before anyone else does. Self-respect 101. Me watching videos about historical battles thinking I could have done it better. Geez, don't you hate how woke all these cartoons are nowadays? And oops, this scene of Rogue getting disowned and called an embarrassment by her anti-mutant father when she gets out, it is from 1994, my bad. I'm impervious to these lows, the one low to rule them all. Me calling someone back and hoping they don't pick up so I can use it as evidence that I tried. Do you hate the federal government of the United States of America? No. How MFs who can't cook feel after putting frozen chicken tenders in the air fryer. I like how this building's expression can change with the windows.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.